Scorpio, welcome to a Yours and Theirs reading with clarifiers. I hope you guys are doing great. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into it. Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors of love and light, we thank you for your help today with Scorpio's reading for whatever they and their person need to know for the highest good. Take what resonates, leave the rest, reverse the energies as you see fit, and let's see what's going on. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords, followed by the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Your person is showing up with the Seven of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Nine of Coins. In the shared energies, we have the Five of Swords, the Two of Coins, and the King of Cups. The overall energy of your reading, the Tower. What brings us to this reading today? The Five of Wands. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of fighting going on, a lot of sadness, a lot of energy, and yeah, and a lot of crying and shocking, jolting, destabilizing. And this may be, it looks like it's been going on for a while. Wow, this is quite the dynamic here. The Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands, Five of Cups. Things happened quickly. Took some action, had some communication. Things went flying back and forth, but ended in just a lot of sorrow, maybe some regrets. Sometimes when we act too quickly, the overall energy, the Five of Wands, that's strife and conflict and fighting and arguing and battling and, you know. Your person is showing up in that same energy, like very defensive. And also upset, crying. The two of you, definitely. And they show up single over here at the end. In the shared energies, again, fighting, battling, a lot of back and forth. And in the end, we have the King of Cups here, which is a very nice energy. Of course, we'll see what clarifiers come out around that King, because nothing is feeling really great about this Yours and Theirs reading as far as how the relationship is. It's very jolting. It almost feels almost violent. Maybe not, maybe violent's a strong word, but it feels very like just a lot of fighting. Let's go ahead and clarify this Tower and the overall energy of the entire reading. Show us the Tower. What does Scorpio need to know about all of this fighting energy? Things are said that are probably shocking, hurtful, angry. Show us this Tower. Not that we can't see it by all the other cards on the table, but it's congruent for sure. The Tower, please. Okay. Collaboration. Queen of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. So both of you guys are doing this. We have a lot of equal give and take energy. It looks like there's just a need to, with the Queen of Pentacles, to put yourself first. It's about your own well-being, your own nurturing, self-care, self-love, self-care, and well-being is at stake here with the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe that's what you're fighting about. You are trying to, make sure that your well-being is okay, and you wouldn't be fighting if you felt like, that weren't being attacked. But yeah, you guys are both going at it. Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. You both are doing this, throwing towers at each other, I guess. What brings us here? Look at that. The Eight of Swords is on the bottom. We have a lot of stuck energy, a lot of upset, confusion, can't see what's going on, can't figure out how to get ourselves out of this mess. The energy that you guys have between you sucks. I can't say it any other way. It just sucks. I'm sure it didn't start out that way, but oh my God. Let's look at your Knight of Swords over here. Ready to take action. What's going on? Oh, something flipped. There we go. Three of Wands. Well, you want to take action, but you're waiting. Or you did. You held back. Waiting to take action. Ten of Cups is what's on your mind. That's the two of you. And the Queen of Wands. What we're attracted to. Waiting. Waiting for your Ten of Cups attraction. At the bottom, Three of Cups. That's communing together in good times. You want to take action, but you're waiting. Waiting for the Ten of Cups attraction. Let's continue. Let's look at your person showing up with this Seven of Wands, please. Seven of Wands. Having to do, they are very defensive of their dream, desire, holding on tight. They're being stubborn. They're like, back off. This is my dream. I don't know, that kind of feeling. And Queen of Cups. Perfect match to the King down here. At the bottom, Judgment. All right, so they're defending somebody. They are defending somebody. I just don't feel like it's you. I feel like they're blocking you. I feel like they're, trying to keep you out or away of something that's really important to them. Okay, let's look at the shared energies. Five of Swords is, winning at all costs. Battle of the egos. Look at this. Knight of Wands. The Death and Rebirth card. And the Ten of Pentacles. All the fun has gone out of this. Things have changed. What used to be fun, what used to be a loving, happy family type situation has completely changed, and now it's just arguing and battling, and I don't know, your person has some kind of desire that they're defending. They don't want anything to mess with what they want, and they are just holding on strong to this. You guys are fighting about it, I'm sure. Whatever it is. Here we go at the bottom. Ace of Cups for this little lineup over here. A new opportunity for love. But not for you guys. Not for you guys. This looks like your person is moving on. Or something. Something like that. But you guys are fighting about it for sure. If they want to go, let them go. I guess it's easier said than done, especially if you have a long-term relationship and you've been the family person for a long time. But they're not on board with it anymore. Let's look at your Eight of Wands coming up next, Scorpio. Two of Pentacles. The Moon. And the Fool. Back and forth, back and forth. There's secrets yet to be revealed. There's things that are hidden, and new beginnings and fresh starts. Maybe part of you is wanting that, but you go back and forth. Underneath we have justice. This might be a marriage, which makes sense. You would fight for your marriage, but this person's already gone. They are. Let's look at the Three of Swords in their next card. Look at that. The Devil. Seven of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, they have made a very unhealthy behavior pattern type of choice. All of their choices are tied up to some kind of toxic energy. They're looking for new love. Not with you, though. At the bottom, there's the Judgment card again. Yep. All right, let's look at the Two of Coins. All of this back and forth energy. In the shared energies, we have the Emperor, the Page of Cups, and the Hanged Man. You're both trying to strategize here to figure out your own balance. But I feel like you guys are on totally different pages. The Emperor is very strategic and very balanced in their energies and ready to step in and control the situation with positive mindset. But it's like the other person is just hanging back. They're on pause and they're gaining their perspective about this balance. So one has strategy and is ready to take very balanced action, while the other one is like just not doing anything, just kind of watching. And at the bottom, what brings us here? Nine of Wands. Yeah, nobody trusts anybody and everybody's feeling really guarded. Wounded warrior energy. Nine of Wands. Rejecting, guarded, I don't trust. Yeah, it's all of that. And both of you are feeling those words. All right. Let's look at this Five of Cups. This is just really upset. You're grieving, you're sad over here, you're crying and depressed. The Hermit, feeling alone. The Eight of Swords, feeling confused and stuck. And the Tower, feeling that jolt again. And I say again because this is a pattern that they have. This isn't the first time that whatever they're doing, this energy or I don't know if what they're doing they've repeated, probably, but if it's not that, it's definitely how they handle themselves in a relationship. Something is a toxic pattern here, and the choices that they make for new love and all of that just creates all kinds of sadness and betrayal and yeah, unhealthy Three of Swords. It's betrayal, but they're committing it because it's their choice. Seven of Cups. For what? For Ace of Cups. It's like they get turned on by new love or something. I don't know. It could be that. It doesn't have to be exactly that. Look, at the bottom, we have the Eight of Cups. Somebody's walking away. feeling alone. Somebody turned their back. Somebody said, I don't care anymore. I'm leaving. I'm feeling called someplace else. I'm out of here. And it's the tower. I mean, you just feel like, a tower fell on you and you're stuck and there's nothing you can do and you're stuck in this sadness and they didn't choose you. But you know what? They're no prize. They may have felt like one when you first met and all their playfulness and fun was with you, but at some point they have a pattern where they do this thing. And if you stay, or you fight for them to stay, or try to force them to stay, or any of that stuff, it's going to keep happening. So let them go, get that out of your life, and pick a totally different kind of person next time because this one is not healthy. Let's look at their card next, the Nine of Coins. The card of being on one's own, independent, single. Nine of Coins. And there it is, the Chariot. It's their goal. The Chariot gets to their goal the fastest, and they will stop at nothing to get to their goal. Page of Pentacles, it's what they're investing in, being single. They want to be on their own. The Empress. Investing in the Empress energy. They're creating this. They're definitely investing in someone else. Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, Empress. That's where their energy is. And it's causing all of this pain and heartache and upsetness to you. At the bottom, what brings us here? Oh, look, it's the Eight of Cups again. Walking away. They don't care anymore. They're out of here. They're feeling called someplace else. And for the King of Cups, we have the Ten of Wands, burden. Knight of Pentacles, things have been brought to a halt. And the Four of Wands, a commitment. The burden is this halted commitment. It is no longer a stable commitment. It's halted. It's stopped. Or it's slowed down so much to the point where it feels like it's stopped, and it is stopped. It's over. This is the end. The Ten of Wands. It's a culmination of the heaviest, hardest burden. It's over. This King of Cups is not a King of Cups for you anymore. At the bottom, the Hierophant. This is what both of you are in alignment with this energy. So let them go. Let them go. Let's get some advice for Scorpio, whatever Scorpio is going through this shit show. There's nothing to fight about anymore. It's the fighting that brings us here. This conflict. There's no conflict. The energy is not good. It's angry, it's combative, it's defensive, it's toxic, it's painful, it's betrayal. They want to be single. They are investing in that. They can't wait to get there as fast as possible. And it's very, very painful to you. They're not coming back. Do not wait on this attraction. It's not healthy. If they were to try and come back, it's just not healthy. They have this very toxic way of handling things. And whatever makes them behave that way in the first place, they're going to repeat it, says the devil. What advice do you have for Scorpio, please? How do you want to close off this part of the reading? We're going to pull an oracle card after this. There it is. Ace of Swords. Six of Wands. Six of Coins. At the bottom, the Ace of Cups. This is a moment of clarity. It's this moment of truth for you, the Ace of Swords, bam, feels like a tower landing. This truth hurts, but nonetheless, it leads you to a victory of being able to clear up space in your life and move on. Get this toxic energy out. The Six of Coins says now we're both on the same page. Everything's out in the open at this point. So everybody knows what's going on. We're on the same page. We all have the same information. Uh, but the truth shall set you free. You have love in your future, new love for you in your future, but their new love or your person's pursuit of it is what brought us here. And now you know the truth. Now you know the truth. And even though it's very, very hurtful, you can feel good about it because it's out in the open, because now you know, because now you can move. Because if you didn't know, you'd be still stuck here. And you're not stuck. You're not stuck. All right, let's get an oracle. This is from Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Spirit, what message do you have for Scorpio who is going through this horrible feeling that their person has created because they're not very healthy and shouldn't be in any relationship? Message do you have for Scorpio? So Spirit is saying it's good to know the truth. It's good to face it. It's good that it's out on the table. The faster you can move on and get away from this person, the better. Okay, you got a couple cards that came out. The Arrow Master and the Swan Queen. The Arrow Master first, it's card number 10, hitting the mark, intention, and detachment. Number 10, the Arrow Master appears to help you target your intentions and teaches you how to shoot straight for the stars. The message is to be deliberate about focusing your dreams and desires with intention and about aligning your intention with spirit. Then let them fly on the wind, directed by the divine until they reach your goal. The only way to hit the target is to allow the arrow of your intention to fly unencumbered by your eagerness to see it travel exactly the way you want it to go. You may think it needs to veer a certain way to reach your goal, but the invisible realms, human power cannot make this happen in the invisible realms. The divine has its own idea of how the arrow flies and upon what wind it's carried. Nonetheless, if you don't shoot, you'll never score. This is a fortunate message as long as you remember the law of detachment. If you do, then be assured that you're right on point. And card number 13, the Swan Queen, about transformation, intuition, and patience. The Swan Queen glides your way and asks that you look at your reflection in the events of your life. She gives you the the ability to see the beauty that has transformed your life from ignorance to wisdom. The Swan Queen lets you know that it's time to go within and seek the answers in your own intuition. Don't look outside of yourself for answers now. The true power lies reflected in the still waters within you. Now is the moment to meditate and ask for a vision. Excuse me. Sorry. The power of psychic perception is inherent in you, and the Swan Queen will help you dive deep into your query and find the answers you seek. This is also a reminder to allow time to transform ideas into reality. Nothing happens overnight. Psh. All right. I hope it helps. I know it's painful and I wish it weren't, but hopefully seeing this message from a bird's eye view helps you in some way, that helps you move forward when you see all these fighting cards. And it's no place that anybody should live in. So you deserve much better, and the truth will set you free. All right, guys. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to reading for you next time. Take care.